Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to a brand new video. And today I figured I'd kind of give my opinions now that the dust has settled. It's no longer around the Christmas period, so I've got a completely clear outlook. I just kind of want to address my honest opinions on the Smissmas 2018 update. As now I look back at it, I see it as incredibly underwhelming to near enough everyone. So don't get me wrong, I think it's great that they actually did an update. First off, I want to say Valve, thank you for actually taking the time to release an update, even though it was just cosmetic cases. I think it's very nice of you to do that, and it just shows that you are somewhat aware of your game, right? But my kind of issue comes with the update solely consisting of a case. I mean, realistically, it's not hard. I imagine that a day before the update was released, Valve were all sat in the office and they were like, lads, is there not something around this time of year? Gabe's there with his Santa hat on and he goes, Team Fortress 2, they normally have an update. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, it's a bit too late to do a proper one now. I'll tell you what, we'll go on the workshop and just lob a bunch of cosmetics in. That is how I imagine the Smissmas 2018 update came about, because there was no real thought put into it. I mean, it's not like they even went into the workshop, found some effects, found some taunts. I know for a fact that there was multiple taunts in the workshop that could have been added. But I feel like it literally was just a last minute thing where they were like, oh, there's an update meant to be released. Yeah, we'll just make a new cosmetic case. Nothing else needs to be added, right? And I mean, yeah, it's cool. We got new cosmetic cases. I like unboxing them. The cosmetics themselves were great. And while I'm on the topic of unboxing them, let's just talk about the opportunity for content creators and the community around Team Fortress 2 of stuff you can get hyped about, or at least talk about or make videos about. For example, we had Jungle Inferno, multiple balance changes, new weapons. That was a great update. There was so much to cover, so many videos to make. There was so many discussions going on. Even Scream Fortress had a couple new maps, new contract missions, new war paints, new unusual effects, new taunts. And with this in mind, this kind of leads me to start thinking back that there just wasn't the same hype around it as there was, even at Scream Fortress. The Scream Fortress hype lasted a while. The Smissmas hype didn't. It was a new cosmetic case, and you can only be excited about that so much before the hype eventually dies down. And I think the hype died down a lot quicker for this Smissmas update than any of the previous updates this year. Now, the way I see things, this could mean one of two things. A, Valve were working on something big behind the scenes, and this was just an update to keep things fresh, give the community the Smissmas update that they're so accustomed to, whilst they work continually on this big update, i.e. the heavy update. A lot of people speculated that the heavy update would drop by surprise around Smissmas and that they've been spending this whole year working on it, when realistically that wasn't the case. It's nice to hypothesize, but that's never going to be the case. Option B, on the other hand, is slightly more realistic. Team Fortress 2 is very old now in comparison to some of their newer releases, and they put it on the back foot. It's not making them as much money as the other games like Dota. Valve seem to love Dota, and CSGO. CSGO just had huge updates throughout the year. And I know the TF2 dev team is much smaller, but a new crate. I opened up my gift stuff stocking that I got for free, and amongst the Tour of Duty ticket and the backpack expander, there was just a massive lump of coal. That's how this update felt. I know for a fact as well that other big companies out there, like EA for example, EA with FIFA have something called Game Changers, and EA reach out to content creators and big characters in their community to get constant advice about what to implement, what to change in the game, what's not working, what is working. They just seem to care about their player base and not like they're just there for money. And I know it's ironic saying that because EA are notoriously money hungry, but at least they're in touch with what their player base wants. And I think that once we receive a TF2 update that consists of nothing but a crate that you have to pay £2 to buy a key for, I think we can say Valve are equally, if not more, money hungry. TF2 just seems like an extra source of income on the side. So from here, what would be the logical step for Valve to take? Obviously, everyone would scream the heavy update, but really, I don't think that would be necessary at all. Obviously, the heavy update would be great. It would be something that the community has been looking forward to for well over a year now. And just overall, I think it would be great. It would be a great opportunity for them to redeem themselves, but I don't think that is a necessity right now. I just think Valve need to let the community know that they are in touch, and they need to prove that by releasing some sort of substantial update in 2019. Just something that makes us feel like we aren't a spare source of income for them when they need money. Whether that's around summertime to make up for the one that they missed this year, or at any other point in the year, they need to do something big and just maybe reach out to the community, reach out to large content creators, reach out to prominent people in the TF2 community, streamers, artists, anyone who is like well established in the TF2 community. Reach out to them and just have a conversation with them. Have a conversation with 10, 20 people so you can gauge an average idea of how the community feels. Because I think the thing that has upset most people and the thing that has disappointed most people is how out of touch Valve are with the Team Fortress 2 community. Or how out of touch they seem to be. I mean, for all I know, they could be talking to big YouTubers left, right and centre that we just don't know about. But even then, they'd probably put something in place to kind of prove that. I don't know, maybe an update. Even something as simple as just adding a blog post on the Team Fortress 2 site that allows anyone to submit answers. Maybe a poll asking what people want to see, or an answer box where they say, what are your opinions? What do you want to see? Like, how do you feel Team Fortress 2 is going at the moment? But yeah, man, I just kind of wanted to talk about this and like get my feelings out there about how I feel Valve are treating Team Fortress 2, because I don't think it's right, I don't think it's fair, that the only real thing keeping Team Fortress 2 going at the moment is the community themselves, with little to no input, in fact next to no input from Valve in terms of updates and communication. And when you compare Team Fortress 2 to other games of this size with a player base this large, and how they're communicating with their audience regardless of the age of the game, it's really not right, it's not okay at all. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this down below. It's going to be very interesting to hear what you guys think about this whole situation. And yeah, thanks again so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed or agreed. And peace. Also guys, if you are looking to level up your Steam profile, then head over to XD's Leveling Up service. This allows you to trade TF2 keys or CSGO keys for full trading card sets that then of course you can trade up and level up your profile. It's currently one TF2 key for 12 sets or one CSGO key for 13 sets, which is actually a lot of cards and a lot of sets that allow you to level up your profile in rapid succession. The link to that will be down below.